Welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous video, we have seen so many important concepts and so many important things related to dictionaries, right? So in this video, we'll be knowing one more important concept, which is nothing but list dictionary mutability and how this dictionary mutability works and what are the different scenarios we need to use. Either we need to use aliasing or we need to use copying. So what is the difference between aliasing and copying? When to use what? So watch the video till the end so that you can able to understand clearly about dictionary mutability and when to use aliasing and when to use copying. So let us go ahead and understand how this dictionary mutability works. So to understand that, I will take a simple example. So I will take details. So in these details, I will be considering some of the key value pairs. So here I am taking name here. So the name I am taking, which is Mahesh. So my name is Mahesh. So that is the reason I am taking this Mahesh. So after that, I will considering one more key, which is nothing but age. So here I will be considered as 22. So these are the two keys which are a name and age. So in this dictionary, we are having two key value pairs, right? So I am executing this. So if I print details here, and if I execute this, we are having a dictionary with the name with Mahesh and age is 22, right? So let us go ahead and understand the true dictionary mutability. So dictionary mutability, whatever the mutability means, whenever we are creating any dictionary, even once we have created the dictionary, in future, if you wanted to change the data, either it may be adding some data or removing data or updating with new data, we can do whatever the necessary task we can perform by manipulating the dictionary data. So that is what the dictionary mutability means. So the original dictionary will get impacted if we change the data. So let us go ahead and understand with some example how that exactly works. So we have this same example dictionary, right, which is nothing but details. So now what I will be doing is that I will take these details, and in our previous video, by mentioning this index operation, by mentioning the key in here, we can able to access the key, right? So here, let's say if I mention age here, and if I execute this, we are getting the value which is 22. So apart from this, what we can do is that we can update the data. Let's say what I will be doing is I am taking this age here and I am assigning this with, let's say, 33 here. And if I execute this, and after that, if I print details here, you can see the age got updated, right? Previously we have age 22, but here we have age 33. So like this, by mentioning this particular key using indexing, we can update the data in the dictionary. So here you can see this is the exact dictionary that what we have previously also, right? So but the change that happen is with this particular age, because we are updating by using this equal to operation by mentioning the key in this index. So I hope you can able to understand that. This is the one of the way that we can update the existing data. Let's say if I wanted to create a new key value pair, that is also possible by using dictionary mutability. Let's say I am taking these particular details. So as like previously, we will be using this particular index operation, and inside of this we will be passing a key. So here in this case, let's say if I pass gender here and if I assign with male here, so I am taking this gender, so this gender previously does not exist, and here I am assigning this male here. So now if I execute this, this is got executed, and if I print details dictionary, so if I execute this, we can see a new key value pair is added to this dictionary, which is nothing but gender, which is male. So that is what we have done previously by using this step, right? So like this, we can able to add a new key value pairs to the dictionary whenever we want in future in the code. So I hope you can able to understand this true dictionary mutability. So all these things happening with the only with single dictionary name, which is nothing but details, right? So when we modify the data, data, if the original data that what we have created, if that modifies, that is what we call it as mutability. So we can change the data whenever we wanted, the original object will be affected. That is what happening here. So by this explanation, I hope you can able to understand what is the dictive mutability and how we can modify the data and how that affects the original object. So let us go ahead and see one more important aspect with this mutability, which is nothing but dict aliasing. So this aliasing means referring a name with some other name. Let's say in this case we are having the name which is nothing but details, right? So I feel like this name having so many characters, I don't want to type all the characters. So what I can do is that I will use d1 here. So and by using this equal to, which is considered as aliasing operation, I will mention details here. So I am using equal to, I am mentioning details here. So now what I will be doing is that if I print to know we are getting this d1 dictionary or not, I will just print this d1 here. So if I execute this, we have got, so sorry, now if I execute this, so this is got executed, and now what I will be doing is that if I print this d1 and check the data is coming to this d1 from this details or not. So I am executing this, this is got executed. You can see the same dictionary that what we have previously in the details got copied to this d1. So this is not exactly copying, rather it is just aliasing, right? So by using this equal to, we are aliasing details with the dictionary. So what is the use and when to use this aliasing? So I will explain one more step ahead, and I will explain one example so that you can able to understand how this aliasing works and when to use aliasing. So for that, what I will be doing is that I will take this d1 and I will mention, let's say, city. So I wanted to add a city to this particular dictionary. So the city is Hyderabad. So I'm mentioning Hyderabad here, which is a city that I am adding to this particular D1 here. So now if I execute this, this is got executed. So now if I print D1 here, so I am printing d1 and I am executing this. So very good, we are getting it's the city which is Hyderabad here. So here we are adding this particular city and Hyderabad key value pair to the d1 dictionary, and that is got updated, and we can see whenever we print this d1, we are getting the city Hyderabad key value pairs. So let's say if I print details here, if I execute this, we are seeing this city Hyderabad in the details also. So we are not modify the details anywhere here, but still this city Hyderabad is coming to the details dictionary also. The reason is because we are aliasing, right? So by aliasing this, whenever we wanted to, when we modify d1, that will be impacted in the details also, because this details can be called by using this d1. So when we call this d1 and modify this city, and when we add this city key value pairs to the dictionary, so this is got affected in d1 and also in details. So whenever you wanted to access the dictionary with some other name and modify the data, and original object needs to be modified. Here in case details is the original object, d1 is the aliased name. By using aliased name, we modified the data and that affected the original data, which is nothing but details here. So whenever you wanted to do in this kind of a situation, you can use this aliasing and modify the aliased object, and that will be impacted the original object. So I hope you can able to understand where we need to, where we can use this particular aliasing, right? So let us go ahead and see how we can copy the dictionary. So this aliasing and copying having some difference, and by understanding aliasing and copying, you can effectively use aliasing sometimes and aliasing copying sometimes whenever the specific requirement comes. So let us go ahead and understand how we can copy the data. So for that, what we can use is that I will take details here. So details is the dictionary that we are using from the beginning, right? So now what I will be doing is that I will mention details.copy here. So by mentioning this, we are copying the details dictionary. So now what I will be doing is that I will assign the result of this copy to D2 here. So if I execute this, this is got executed. Now if I print D2 here, I'm printing D2 and we are getting the exact dictionary that what we have to this details, right? Here you can see this is the details dictionary that what we have after updating using aliasing, right? So this is the result that what we have in D2 and in the details. So now if I print details, we will be getting the same result because we are copying the original details, right? So now you can see here. So now what I will be doing is that I will modify the data in the D2 and check that modification affects the original data or not. So for that I am taking D2 here. So I will mention, let's say, country. So the country I am assigning is India here. So we are modifying D2, which is copied object from the details dictionary. And if I execute this, this is got executed. And if I print D2 here, I am printing D2 here, we are getting the result which is having the country is added to this dictionary. The key value pairs of country is added to this dictionary. So now you can see clearly this D2 is having this country, right? So that is happened by using this particular operation here. So now if I print details, so by using details only we are copying, right? So let us check this updation, this assigning of country India is affected the original data or not. And if I execute this, you cannot see the country India key value pair in this dictionary because we are updating only D2, which will be only affect the D2 only, not the details, which is the original dictionary. So by this you can able to understand whenever we are copying the data using copy method and modify the data in the copied object, that won't be affected the original object. That you can clearly see here. We are printing D2 that is got updated and modified with the whatever the modifications we have done here. So this does not affect the original object, which is nothing but details here. So I hope you can able to understand that. This will be very useful whenever we wanted to create an object based on the previous object, and the new object and the copied object that what we have created should not impact the original object. In such case, we will be using this copy method and modify the copied object that won't be affected the original object. I hope you can able to understand this. So I hope you have understood how we can alias and copy. So aliasing and copying have different use cases. Whenever you wanted to alias one dictionary with another name, that you can use by aliasing by using equal to operation, and when you modify the data in the aliased object, that will be affected the original object. But here in case when you modify the data in copied object, that won't be affected the original object. I hope you can able to understand that. So this is all comes under the part of mutability, which means the when we modify the data, the original data will be modified, right? That is the mutability. So I hope you can able to understand all these concepts explained in this video. If that is true, hit the like button. So whatever that you think about this video, comment your thoughts in the comment section so that I will go through them. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will see how to add the elements to the dictionary. So this is one of the way that we have added the elements to the dictionary, right? So like this, we can have some of the methods to add the elements to the dictionary and remove the elements from the dictionary, that we will see in our coming videos. To stay updated with my latest videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all, so that whenever I upload any video, you will get the notification. Once again, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.